Have you ever wondered what actually happens when you click send on an email? How does your message travels from your computer or phone all the way to someone else's inbox, sometimes in just a few seconds? The answer lies in something called email protocols. In this video, we will understand what email protocols are, why they exist, and how they make communication possible across different mail systems and devices. Welcome to Technotips Learning. Let us begin. So, first we will understand what are email protocols. In simple terms, an email protocol is a set of rules that allows mail clients and mail servers to communicate with each other. Think of it as the language of email communication. Just like two people need a common language to understand each other, email systems like Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo use these standard rules to send and receive and synchronize messages. Without these protocols, your Gmail account could not talk to an Outlook mailbox and your messages would never be delivered. Let us quickly see how an email actually travels from one person to another. It starts with an email client. Now, this email client, it can be Outlook, Apple Mail, or Thunderbird. There are different email clients available that you can configure to send and receive emails. Now, these email clients will connect you to a mail server. It can be Exchange Online, it can be any other mail server or your on-premise mail server in your organization. Now, this mail server connects to the internet. Now, on the internet, where you are sending the email, the internet searches for that particular mail server and it delivers the email to the email client. It is it starts with an email client. Email client connects to a mail server to which it needs to uh, respond or connect. Then this mail server will connect over the internet. The internet will search for the recipient's mail server, and that recipient mail server will deliver the email to the recipient's email client. Now, how this part works from your email client to your mail server and to the internet, and then it searches that we have to create, we have to provide the information through DNS entries. That was one topic on which I wanted to create a video, but before we do that, this is the beginner level video to understand how email works and what are email protocols. There are mainly two ways we access our emails. The first is through a web browser. You go to Gmail through your web browser normally. On your mobile, you can open it through Chrome web browser or any other browser that you have installed. So these emails are actually a live copy stored on the mail server. Nothing is downloaded to your computer. The second way is by using an email client. So email client is an application, a software which is installed on your computer, like Outlook. You can see it is fetching all the emails. You can configure accounts here and what this account will do. So you have an option here, add account. If I want to add account, it is giving me suggested account. Now the catch is I remove this account. Okay, any email which is coming through your this is Outlook, Microsoft Exchange, Gmail, Yahoo, or iCloud, it will automatically fetch the server information and configure your email client. Okay, but suppose you are using some email account with some domain which is not configured yet, like that is not known to your email client. So when you put that domain, I have put abc.com, and click on continue, it will ask you what are the servers, where are the servers you are using. Now it is for Nitesh at abc.com. It is asking where is the server located. Is it Microsoft 365, Outlook, Gmail, Yahoo, or iCloud? But you see at the bottom there are two other protocols mentioned is IMAP and POP. So we need to understand these protocols. Now, when it is configuring the servers, like configuring a known service provider, now it is configured to fetch the server details. And these details are IMAP details, which is automatically configured when you call your email account from these service providers. Now we will understand the basic reason for this video is understanding IMAP and POP. So if I select IMAP, you see incoming server, and then you see SMTP outgoing server, right? Now it has automatically filled, but this is not the right time. I explain these protocols to you. This is how email client works. That is the main agenda to show what is an email client. Now we will discuss the two main parts of these protocols, the email protocols. One is sending protocol, which is responsible for sending the emails, and other one is the receiving protocol, which is responsible for emails to be received in your inbox. Now that you understand how emails move, let us talk about the protocols that make this possible. Email protocols are divided into two main categories as I discussed: sending protocols and receiving protocols. SMTP or Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is used for sending emails. POP3, which is known as Post Office Protocol version 3, and IMAP, which stands for Internet Message Access Protocol, are used for receiving emails. And in modern systems, ActiveSync is also used for syncing not just emails but also contacts, calendars, and tasks. ActiveSync and MAPI, MAPI, we will discuss in another video in detail because they are designed by Microsoft when you are using Microsoft services. Let us discuss with SMTP. Let us start with SMTP, the protocol which is responsible for sending emails. When you send a message, your email client uses SMTP to transfer it to your outgoing mail server. That server then forwards the message over the internet to recipient mail server. You can think of SMTP as the post office of the email world. It ensures your message is delivered to the correct address, and the SMTP generally uses port 25, 465, or 587 depending on whether encryption is enabled or not. This is all about SMTP protocol. Now you have an email client, you provide the details to of the SMTP server. Now this SMTP server is responsible for handling the emails. Now the emails will travel from your email client to SMTP server. The SMTP server is designed to handle this mail whether it delivers it to the internet. This SMTP server is configured to send the email to the server, to the sorry to the internet. On the internet, they find out and figure out the recipient's mail server. So the internet will deliver the email to the recipient mail server. Now the recipient mail server will use another protocol, which is IMAP or POP3, to receive the emails and deliver it to the email client, right? I think this is wrongly mentioned here. SMTP, no, receiving protocol. When we discuss IMAP POP3, we will discuss it. So I hope this is clear how SMTP protocol will work. Now take a look at one of the receiving protocols, which is POP3, which stands for Post Office Protocol version 3, and which handles downloading emails. When you use POP3, it connects to your email provider server, your mail server, and it downloads the complete email to your device. When you when it downloads the email to your device, the emails will physically come to your device and will be removed from the mail server. Now there are settings which you can make, like leave a copy on the server. That was when I used it in olden times, right? Like you need to give it a setting when you are setting POP3, that leave a copy of the email on the server. By mistake, if you clicked on download and you did not select, you configured POP3 protocol and it did not configure the setting to leave the copy of the email on the server, it will remove the emails from the mail server and it will download to your computer. Now that was a crucial part. And why it was crucial? Earlier, when emails service providers provided you the email services like Gmail, they started with 5 MB of data, 5 MB or maybe 25 MB of space. That I don't remember. But POP3 was configured to get the emails downloaded to your PC and free up space here. On your mail server, it will free up the space and download the emails actually to your PC. While working as an agent for Yahoo, there was a lot of complaints like I downloaded the emails, I deleted the emails, now the emails are not there on the server and I want to retrieve. But this is the understanding of how POP3 works. It downloads the email. Now, the second receiving protocol is IMAP, which is a more modern and more secure receiving protocol because it does not download the actual email. On the other hand, it keeps your messages stored on the server. So the messages will remain on the server and syncs them across all your devices. So whether you open your email on your laptop, phone, or tablet, everything stays updated. IMAP is ideal for users who check their emails from multiple devices. So today you have a Gmail app on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your laptop. You have the Gmail app. You open it and it shows the email, the same email on all three devices because the emails are not removed from the mail server. Remains on the mail server and actually it works through synchronization, IMAP sync. Whereas if you compare POP3 to IMAP, it POP3 will download all the emails here to the local storage. IMAP will keep the messages on the server and it will sync to all your devices. So now we understand POP3 and IMAP, and what is the difference between POP3 and IMAP. When we discuss in another video in detail POP3, SMTP, IMAP, MAPI, ActiveSync, we will discuss all the configuration. How do we configure? We will show you demo how POP3 downloads the email and where are the settings that you can make so that it leaves a copy on the server as well. Now, modern email systems, especially Microsoft Exchange and Microsoft 365, they use ActiveSync to keep not just emails but also calendars, contacts, and tasks in sync. If you use the Outlook app on your mobile device, you are already using ActiveSync in action. So, this was a complete understanding how your email is working. When we discuss POP3 and IMAP, we will show you how you configure your email client to work and what happens when you configure these settings. Let us quickly take a recap. We understood how emails flow from one mailbox to another over the internet and using SMTP servers, using receiving servers. So we know SMTP is simple mail transfer protocol is used to send emails. POP3 downloads emails to a single device. It removes the copy from the server. IMAP works on synchronization across multiple devices. ActiveSync keeps everything in sync, including calendar and contacts. All these protocols work together to make global email communication possible. In our next video, we will dive deeper into SMTP and understand how this protocol acts as the backbone of every outgoing email. Moreover, by the end of protocol series, we will work on the DNS entries, SPF, DKIM, DMARC for email security, email encryption. So keep watching, subscribe, because these topics either someone will pass it on or someone will tell you in very short steps and hard to understand. I'm trying to make it more comprehensive. So put in comments what kind of problems you get while configuring your email accounts, your email clients. And thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to TechnoTips Learning for more tutorials on Microsoft 365 and IT fundamentals. See you in next video.